The first three sounds that we're going to study are the short A sound, the short O sound, and the long A sound. To make the short A sound, you drop your jaw halfway down, so just a little bit, and then you make your tongue flat. The front of your tongue should touch the bottom teeth. Ah, ah. So you're dropping your jaw, you make the tongue flat, and the front of your tongue should touch the bottom teeth. Ah, ah. Now when you drop your jaw and make the tongue flat, the bottom lip will actually stretch just a little bit. Ah, ah. So it's the letter A in the word ha, hat, hat. Let's read our examples and pay attention to the shape of the lips. We have cat, mad, pal, ant, sham, fad, and pattern. So that's how you make a short A sound. Let's compare the short A sound to the short O sound. The short O sound is a relaxed vowel sound, so there's no tension. You don't need to do anything with your lips. You don't need to do anything with your tongue. The only thing that you have to do here is to drop the jaw quite a lot. So you drop the jaw and you don't need to worry about your tongue. Your tongue will actually go back, so it's not touching the bottom teeth. The only thing that you need to do is to drop your jaw. Ah. Ah. It's the letter O in the word hot, hot. Now let's read our examples. We have car, car, march, park, artist, shark, father, partner. So you drop the jaw. It's a bigger jaw drop when compared to the short A sound. Let's compare both sounds. So we're going to read our examples one more time. We will alternate them, short A and then short O, and then watch the mouth. Just watch the shape of the mouth and the amount of jaw drop. And also the tongue, because when you make a short A sound, you will have a flatter tongue. When you make a short O sound, your tongue is relaxed, so you don't need to think about it. The only thing that you really have to do here is to drop the jaw, and you drop it a lot. So let's do that. So we start with our example for a short A sound. A, ca, cat, car. See the difference? Cat, car, mad, march, pal, park, ant, artist, sham, sham, shark, fad, father, pattern, pattern, partner. Let's move on to our third sound. This is the long A sound. A. So this is a long vowel sound. When you make a long A sound, you make the sound longer. And you do that by dropping the jaw and then bringing it back up. Now, because it's a long A sound, it's a long vowel sound, it involves 2 steps, and that's why it comes out a little bit longer. So you drop the jaw and then you bring it back up. A. It's the letter A in the word hey, hate. So take the time to make the 2 steps that are involved here. Drop the jaw, bring it back up. If you say hate, that's too short. So drop the jaw, it's quite a lot, and then you bring it back up. Hey, hate. A. So it's a long vowel sound, and it sounds just like the letter name, right? So A, letter A, hey, hate. Let's read our examples. So we have cane, made, pale, angel, shame, fade, patient. So it's not kin, kin. It's not mid, mid. That's too short. K. Take the time to drop the jaw and then bring it back up. K. Cane. May. Made. Pay. Pale. A. Angel. Shay. Shame. Fay. Fade. Pay. Patient. Not kin, not made, not pill. It's longer and it involves 2 steps. Drop the jaw and then bring it back up. Now let's look at the different spellings. First, we have our words with a short O sound. Now if you look at our examples, most of the words that we have here are spelled with a letter A, and then the letter A is almost always followed by a letter R, except for the word father. And this is very common. When the short O sound is represented by a letter A, there's almost always an R after the letter A, and this is called an R-controlled vowel. There are many types of R-controlled vowels. They are a combination of a vowel or a vowel sound in an R. Some of the common spellings are with AR, like what we have here. ER, IR, and OR. Some examples are star, stare, stir, and store. There will be an entire lesson devoted to R-controlled vowels, so you can learn everything about them. Now let's look at more examples. In our first group of examples, the letter A has a short A sound. A, A. Pay attention to the shape of the lips. Now we may have some words where there are 2 A's in them. So you'll see that the short A sound is underlined. A, A. So let's read our examples. We have pan, A, pa, pan. Pantry, have, manager. Reality, demand, automatic, collaborate, analysis, gallery, Japan, and natural. So you drop your jaw and you make your tongue flat. Ah, ah. So in the word manager, we have 2 A's. The first A has a short A sound. Ah, ah. So you don't want to say manager, manager, because that's not accurate. Your lips, it's not the right shape of the lips. You have to drop your jaw and open your mouth a little bit. Manager, manager. Another example, natural, natural. It's not natural, natural. So you need to drop your jaw a little bit and make the tongue flat. Let's look at our second group of examples. Here we have the letter A as a short O sound. So we need to drop the jaw quite a bit. Ah, ah. It's a short vowel sound. It's the sound of the letter O in the word hot, hot, ah. So let's read our examples. We have dark, garden, article, participate, harvest, Antarctica, pasta, avocado, lasagna, massage, swallow, and wasp. So you really have to open your mouth for this sound. So you don't want to say garden, garden, dark, dark. It's very dark, dark, because that's not accurate. So you need to drop your jaw a little bit more so your mouth should be open. Dark, garden. Now let's move on to our third group of examples. Here we have the letter A as a long A sound. The long A sound involves 2 steps. So first you drop the jaw and then you bring it back up. This is how you make the sound longer. It's a long vowel sound. A. A. So drop the jaw and then bring it back up. So our first example is day. Day. Gate. Danger. Capable. Hesitate. Break. Great. Grateful. Mundane. Vacation. Complicated. Meditated. So it's A, and it's a long vowel sound. So don't say D, D. What D is it? What D? Because that's not accurate. So you drop the jaw, bring it back up. That's how you make it sound longer. Gay, gate, day, danger. Now let's move on to another common sound of the vowel A, the aw sound. The aw sound, or I call it AW sound because they don't have a name for it, is produced by dropping the jaw and then rounding out the bottom lip. So you drop the jaw and make the bottom lip round, and your tongue should stay low. Aw, aw. The upper lip shouldn't move, so only the bottom lip moves and it's rounded, and you drop your jaw. Aw, aw. It's the vowel sound in the word saw, saw. Now let's compare the aw sound or the AW sound to the short A sound. So you remember how to make the short A sound. You drop the jaw halfway down, you make your tongue flat, and the bottom lip should stretch just a little bit. Ah, ah. Now let's compare the short A sound to our new vowel sound, which is the aw sound or the AW sound. Let's look at some examples and pay attention to the shape of the mouth or the shape of the lips. Let's look at our first two examples. So we're comparing a to aw. So let's read our first two examples. We have at, at. For the AW sound, our example is all, all. Moving on, cat, call. Next examples, man, mall, fan, fawn. So the shape of the lips is very consistent for each of the vowel sounds. Moving on, we have chance, chalk, apple, also, strap, straw. Let's do it one more time. At, all, cat, call, man, mall, fan, fawn, chance, chalk, apple, also, strap, straw. The aw sound or the AW sound can be spelled in a few different ways. It can be spelled with a single vowel letter or a combination of vowels. So it can be spelled with a letter A. That's what we're looking at. We're looking at the sounds of the vowel A. It can also be spelled with a single letter O or a vowel combination, like the combination AU and OU. Let's look at our examples and pay attention to the shape of the mouth, to the shape of the lips. So every time there's an aw sound, the shape of the lips should be very consistent. So it's always the same when you're making the same sound. In our first group of examples, the aw sound is represented by the letter A. Now, when there are two A's or more than one A in a word, the aw sound is underlined. So let's look at our examples. We have alternate or alternate for the verb version, always, false, tall, small, water, and yawn. Now let's look at our second group of examples. We have caught, daughter, bought, cough, coffee, dog, and soft. So you can see that the mouth, the shape of the lips is always the same for that one vowel sound. And there's a list of 300 and plus words for each of the vowel sounds that we have here that you can download. Go to marscslschool.com for more information.